Namaskar and a very warm welcome to all delegates. On the occasion of inaugural plenary of BGBS 2022, we are honoured to have on the dais His Excellency, the Governor of West Bengal, Honourable Chief Minister Mehta Banerjee. We are joined today by a galaxy of statesmen, of diplomats, national business tycoons and industrialists. To start the proceedings, I would request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem. May we have the national anthem, please. In keeping with the traditions of Bengal, we will now facilitate the distinguished guest with an Uttiryo. I request our senior ministers and officers to kindly honour the guest on the dais with the traditional Uttiryo, please. I would now call upon Chief Secretary Government of West Bengal, Dr. H.K. Dwivedi, to kindly welcome the guest with the welcome address.
His Excellency, the Governor of West Bengal, Honourable Chief Minister Madam, Honourable Ministers, Principal Chief Advisor to the Honourable Chief Minister Dr. Amit Mitra, Ambassadors, Consul Generals, Honourable Members of Parliament, Captains of Industry and dignitaries present today. It's my proud privilege and honour to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the 6th edition of the Bengal Global Business Summit 2022. We are really overwhelmed by your presence at the summit. We are delighted to have in our midst Mr. Tipu Munshi, Honourable Minister of Commerce from Bangladesh, and Mr. Loknath Sharma, Honourable Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan. For the first time in BGBS, we have the presence of political dignitaries from Kenya. I welcome you all, sirs. As the Bengal Global Business Summit has been growing in scale and strength with every edition, we have been graced with the presence of ambassadors and high commissioners of many countries. We have diplomats from 19 countries And on behalf of the people of this great state, I welcome each and every one of you. The galaxy of business leaders present today make us both proud and privileged. The veritable who's who of Indian industry is amidst us today, and I read your presence as a mark of confidence in the state and its progressive and industrial-friendly policies. We are keen to restore Bengal to its lost place of eminence on the industrial and investment map of the country. We welcome you all, sir. Under the leadership and vision of our Honorable Chief Minister, we are collectively committed to provide the most business-friendly environment in the country. The state government is keen to listen to the business community, to know their needs and concerns. We request you all to guide us and support us in our endeavor. There are policymakers, thought leaders, and visionaries amongst us, and we seek their valuable advice and support in promoting investment in the state. We are keen to learn from you, focus our approach, and support in promoting investment, and work with you in pursuit of our shared goals. We welcome you all, sir. I also welcome my colleagues, friends from the media, and various organizations and associations that have tirelessly working with us to put this summit together. The overwhelming national and international presence in this summit is a proof of confidence industry and businesses have reposed in Bengal. And I wish that this platform provides more insight into the spirit embraced by the state government. I am confident we will have some very meaningful interactions during the course of this summit. This will become the starting point for you to explore the investment potential and business opportunities in Bengal and to take part in our journey of industrialization and growth. I have once again welcome each and every one of you to this event. Thank you.
I would now call upon Dr. Amit Mitra, Principal Chief Advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister and Finance Department, Government of West Bengal, holding the rank of a Cabinet Minister, to kindly take over and conduct the proceedings for the day. Sir.
Thank you very much indeed. What a pleasure to see such a galaxy today at this fabulous place that Honorable Chief Minister conceived and executed as perhaps the largest in India in quality as well as size. It's a pleasure and an honor for us. It's an honor for us all to invite His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of the state, to come and make his inaugural address. The inaugural address by you, sir, Honorable Governor. Yes, inaugural address by the Honorable Governor. Sir.
Honorable Chief Minister West Bengal, Srimati Mamata Banerjee, distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, participants in the Bengal Global Business Summit 2022, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Very warm greetings to all of you. Indeed gratified to be amongst you all at the 6th edition of BGBS 2022. As constitutional head, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all in Kolkata, City of Joy, a city eminently glorified in the world for its rich heritage, architecture, art galleries, and cultural festivals. Last year, Kolkata's Durga Puja got well-deserved UNESCO Heritage Tag. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the land of knowledge and wisdom, historically dotted in different time zones and regions by sages, seers, scientists, literary giants, freedom fighters, Nobel laureates, and many more. As first servant of the state, I stand for supreme welfare and betterment of West Bengal, to work tirelessly for reclaiming of its glorious pinnacle standing at independence. I envision West Bengal to script growth story, particularly of eastern part of the country. I vividly recall the words of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi while addressing the plenary session of Indian Chamber of Commerce. PM Modi said, I quote, "What Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow," unquote. The Prime Minister echoed what Gopal Krishna Gokhale had said about Bengal almost a century ago. Ladies and gentlemen, if I flag issues, the wholesome object is to fast-track development of the state. My reflections exemplify my concerns and are in the nature of constructive suggestions. We must ever have accommodation for the other point of view, as more often than not, such point of view turns out to be the correct one. BGBS, an annual feature since 2015, is taking place after interregnum of 3 years due to pandemic COVID menace. It is indeed heartening to gather that BGBS 6th edition has attracted large number of delegates from within and outside the country. I have every hope and expectation that interaction and deliberations during coming days will bear fruit and help put the state of West Bengal on enhanced incremental growth trajectory. Finding that eastern part of the country, of which West Bengal is a very, very important state, lagging behind on development parameters, Prime Minister Narendra Modi envisioned in 2014 Look East, Act East policy. Act East policy is premised on 4 C's: culture, commerce, connectivity, and capacity building. This focus is bearing fruits and results, with this area benefiting with enhanced connectivity and improved infrastructure. All these, now largely in place, would surely magnetically attract investment and human capital. Prime Minister Modi's vision for the region is Sagar, security for all and growth for all. This is working out as a game changer in the country that has recently seen unprecedented inclusive growth and massive empowerment and uplift of the lot of the vulnerable segments of society. West Bengal, financial hub of eastern part, a strategic border state with enormous potential for development, has to play decisive role under the mature leadership of Honorable the Chief Minister Mehta Banerjee. I have every hope that with her efforts, the disparity between East and West will be leveled. It will be appropriate for Chief Minister Mehta Banerjee to proactively catalyze, and I say so with a lot of hope and expectation, the Chief Minister Mehta Banerjee to catalyze development bonhomie with all concerned, as it is imperative to distance development from partisan stance. A greater reflection of political spectrum of the state in participation in such ventures would surely be motivationally wholesome. Ladies and gentlemen, West Bengal has intrinsic and cutting-edge advantages that can help it recover its glory of being once a hub of education, business, industry, and allied facilities. Abundance of natural resources such as coal, iron, and water, coupled with fertile land, soil, make it ideal place for investment and economic growth. It's unrivaled. I emphasize, I have seen it very closely. It's unrivaled human resource. Genius is envied by all. This needs to be harnessed to optimum level. The state of West Bengal is an obvious international destination for investment given its climatic conditions, geographical location, rich human resource, heritage, and infrastructure. From every consideration, the state, gifted bountifully by nature with flora and fauna, mineral wealth, rich human resource, it has potential to change the economic landscape of this part of the country. Investors would surely find this place highly rewarding given its natural advantages, cultural ethos, committed, affordable, skilled workforce. It has a beautiful landscape dotted with wildlife sanctuaries and reserve forests full of rhinos, elephants, deer, and the Royal Bengal tiger. Historically, at the time of independence, West Bengal was a major player in economy. It attracted from all over capital and human resource. People flocked to the area in search of business, trade, and industry. From every consideration, it was land of opportunity. There is need to replicate that scenario and retrieve that glory and combat flight of capital and human resource from the state. This can fructify by synergic working between the government at the center, at the state, and all entities concerned. This would certainly result in geometrical economic leap for the state. Present times offer great opportunity for reclamation of predominant position state of West Bengal once enjoyed in the Indian economy. Undoubtedly, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, in her third tenure, is eminently qualified to secure the synergical working with the central government, with central government entities, so that in togetherness we march ahead. I am sure the government, as elsewhere in the world, is alive to the need of investment-friendly, wholesome ecosystem in governance. These days, all over the world, it has become a necessity. Because investors invariably look for political stability, democratic governance, transparent, accountable mechanism, and systemic working coupled with peaceful environment and rule of law. West Bengal must work to be a significant part of ongoing script of India's economic rise by credibly exemplifying its commitment to transparent, accountable decision making that is pivoted on systemic and not individualistic functioning. I am sure the government led by experienced Chief Minister Mehta would do all it can to ensure these vital elements are amply reflected as ground reality to bolster confidence of the prospective investors. BGBS is bound to provide a rare opportunity, most productive, effective, and involved platform to all the participants to know the state, its resources, potential, and avail the opportunity of interaction with fellow participants, entrepreneurs, business tycoons, and industries. The state is bound to gain thereby. In recent years, Indian economy has made its emphatic presence at the global level, and many steps have been taken that have generated confidence in the robust economic strength and democratic governance in the country. The country has seen liberalization and delicensing of economy, increased FDI in infrastructure and business sector, repeal of obsolete laws and inspector laws. The motto, maximum governance, minimum government, has been realized on the ground. I have no doubt that the 6th edition of BGBS will be a great success. One can appreciate the efforts of the Chief Minister that in these challenging times, this is the first major event of this nature, this magnitude, that is taking place in the city of Joy. I am sure the participants will carry sweet memories and a deeply embedded thought that investment has to be made in this state, because you need to make such investment given all the elements that are wholesome for investment. There is need for convergence rising above partisan instincts to serve the cause of development. One was indicated to me a while ago by the Honorable Chief Minister. I have every hope that the Honorable Chief Minister would notice the positive national ambience, particularly in development arena, that would surely be redeemed by the state of West Bengal in targeting investment. I would like to implore and plead. I do not continue to be a senior advocate at the moment, but I would draw all my persuasive skills to implore all the entrepreneurs, all the business tycoons, all the leaders of the industry, and all who wish to make investment that participate in this BGBS, and please leverage the tremendous opportunities offered by West Bengal, especially in the areas of tourism. And here I may pause for a minute. Those who live in West Bengal, many of them are not aware that North Bengal has number of sanctuaries and wildlife parks, because our focus continues to be Sundarbans. There are enormous opportunities in ports and waterways, agriculture, food processing, and mineral-based industries. I wish 6th BGBS a grand success and compliment all those associated with it. First, for holding it at this juncture. And the participation has vindicated, in a sense, their confidence and has indicated COVID, in some sense, is behind us. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Honorable Chief Minister has made a flower for the Honorable Governor. You said that you'll hand it over to Madam. That's wonderful. Well, friends, seamlessly with what the Honorable Governor has said, seamlessly you will see an AV which will capture all the qualities of Bengal that the Honorable Governor has talked about. The AV, please. friends, you saw exactly how seamlessly what Honorable Governor was saying has been integrated into this EV. Now we come to a very unique event where one of the world's most admired program has been initiated by the Honorable Chief Minister called Lakshmi Bhandar. The AV that follows will speak for itself, and then Honorable Chief Minister will click a button to do something unique. So let us, the AV please, on Lakshmi Bhandar. Yes. Well, friends, now that unusually unique, special beginning, 5 lakh beneficiaries of Lakshmi Bhandar, empowerment of women in the ultimate sense, with a click of a button across the districts of Bengal, 5 lakh beneficiaries, women, heads of household, will get the Lakshmi Bhandar directly into the bank digitally. May I request the Honorable Chief Minister to click this button to give this amazing output for empowering to be able to consume, from which will come industry and investment. Women empowerment is the way. Wonderful. And all district magistrates were online, every one of them hands-on, as the Honorable Chief Minister clicked that button. Now we move to the industrialists, the great investors, to say a few words at this occasion. May I request someone who's, as a conglomerate, has $13 billion US, the largest producer of steel domestically in India today, Sajjan Jindal. May I request you, sir, to make your very important statement today. No. Yeah. Chairman of JSW Group, Sajjan Jindal.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Chief Minister, Ms. Mamta Banerjee, Ministers, Honorable Governor, Mr. Dhankad, Honorable Chief Minister, Ms. Mamta Banerjee, Ministers, members on the dais and distinguished guests. It is indeed a pleasure to be here today and contribute to Mamta Didi's great vision of making Bengal an economic, social and cultural powerhouse of India. But before I dive into the details of this summit, I want to let our guests know what metal Bengal is really made of. Since ancient times, India has been known as the Sone ki Chidiya, or the golden bird, due to its abundance of culture, heritage and wealth. In fact, in the late 17th century, India was the largest economy and manufacturing hub of the world, producing about a quarter of global GDP. And it was Bengal, this land, that was India's wealthiest province. Bengal was described as the paradise of nations due to the quality of its living standards, products and people. all of which were amongst the highest or the best globally. It is to regain that glory for which Mamata Didi has been working so tirelessly. If you look closely, the government of West Bengal has consistently evolved its policies and vision to maintain its competitive position. An example of this is the spectrum of recent transformative and future-ready reforms that were ushered into to propel the state's economy. Policy on information and communication technology, logistics park, development and promotion policy, electric vehicle policy 2021 to support the sustainable transportation and creation of future-ready infrastructure hub. These are the grassroots and structural reforms that are essential to fuel the state's economy. West Bengal is today the 6th largest economy of our country with $200 billion of GDP, which is equivalent to 15.4 lakh crores. The state has witnessed consistent and positive growth of over 12% compounded over the last decade, and we saw in the AV that even during the pandemic, the state grew at 7.2%. This is in spite of the pandemic, which caused degrowth across most nations and states globally. More importantly, this is an outcome of the state's conducive and pragmatic approach to business. But that alone does not make this land so attractive. A thriving set of industries such as silk, agriculture, steel, power, coal mining, jute, tea and shipbuilding, amongst others, put Bengal on the global map long before and after the British ruled India. The Ganga Delta, along with 10 other major rivers that empties into the Bay of Bengal, is one of the world's most fertile regions on the planet. It is rich in minerals and agricultural produce, making West Bengal India's leading producer of food crops such as rice, potatoes, oil seeds and pulses. It is also known for producing 2/3 of India's jute, along with globally sought produce such as tobacco, tea, mango, lychee, pineapple, etc. With several major trading ports and international sea lanes passing through, Bengal is most strategically located for export business to thrive. It is this optimal mix of modern infrastructure, geographical positioning, progressive policy and development of coal sectors, coupled with a population fluent in English, that have thrust West Bengal into a top-tier destination for global investment. From my experience, it is clear that Bengal means business. And proof of this lies in the thousands of delegates who have convened here today for the 6th Bengal Global Business Summit. I see people from different countries and industries here for a common purpose to explore business opportunities, forge partnerships and contribute to Bengal's growth. BGBS has over the years attracted investment proposals amounting to over rupees 12 trillion. I am here today to push that further. In my last Bengal Summit address, I spoke of my interest in investing in the state of Bengal. JSW commissioned a greenfield cement unit near Shalboni, which is now undergoing an enormous expansion. To this accord, I must highlight that our experience of starting up and running an industry here has been seamless and lucrative. We have not lost not even a single man-day of operations at our plant due to supply chain, labor or utilities issues. A testament to the pro-business environment that exists here. Before I came, there were so much of naysayers that Bengal, you will have labor trouble, you will have this, but Mamata Didi had assured me on day one that you will not face any problem, and this is a testament of that. Now, to demonstrate my ongoing commitments to West Bengal, we are keenly pursuing a 900 megawatt hydro pump storage project. This will bring clean energy to the state, and we hope to receive this prestigious project through a nomination from the state government. Furthermore, we are exploring the investment of a world-class roll shop here in Kolkata that will cater to the steel industry across India. This will be one of the only roll shops in India run by highly skilled individuals here in Bengal and bring us one step closer to Atmanirbhar Bharat. But in addition to business, I must also highlight how attuned to personal development and upliftment of society this government is. It is through the support of Mamata Didi and her government that the largest temple in the world is being constructed in the state of Bengal, a place called Mayapur, which is not very far from Bengal. And Mamata Didi had given 700 acres of land to this temple precinct to create world's largest temple. So thank you, Didi, for this great service to the Indian. In fact, my wife Sangeeta, who handles our foundation, has repeatedly praised the torchbearers of the state for promoting the development of underprivileged, especially in the area of education, healthcare and skilling. It is to this effect that we chose Rajarahat as the location to set up our modern Bengal museum. To conclude, in spite of the COVID setback, West Bengal has proven its resilience. I have no doubt that under the leadership of Mamata Didi, the Honorable Chief Minister, this state will regain its position in the global order. For those who are new to Bengal Global Summit, it is an ideal platform for forging alliances, cementing partnerships, and identifying new and existing opportunities in business. India is already witnessing supply-side constraints that are overpowering demand. With the right partnerships, I believe that we together can seize the next phase of growth. On that note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Chief Minister for her astute leadership and for inviting me to be with you today. Dhanyabad.
Thank you very much, Sachin Bhai. That's a very remarkable statement, a tour de force of Bengal, and your own contribution to the economy already. We now turn to someone who's of our own, has been instrumental in Bengal Global Business Summit from the beginning, Mr. Sanjeev Goenka. You would not perhaps know that his asset base is 54,000 crores. One of us from Kolkata. What a tremendous achievement. Sanjeev bhai.
Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a privilege to be here. To illustrate what the new Bengal is, I'm going to go back a little bit. 11 years ago, there was decadence, there was neglect, there was despair. Many of us who've lived here for centuries were seriously contemplating of shifting base. And then came a new leader with a new vision, with an approach, instilled confidence, inspired investment. 9 years ago, I remember sitting with her in her office in Nabanna, and she was sharing with me her vision on her iPad. Her office is, of course, paperless. How she manages to handle and dispose of all the files instantly is quite a marvel. And at that point in time, she talked about the infrastructure she's planning to create. And today, we actually see all that infrastructure having been created. Inspired by her vision, we decided to invest big time in the state. And we invested 22,000 crores over the last few years. And I'm happy to state that we've had a very good experience. The state has been businesslike, The administration has been supportive, and the Chief Minister always inspires. Calcutta is today not only a good place to live in, infrastructure is good, the city is good, social life is good, but above all, the business environment is very good. They understand business, they want you to be in business, they want you to prosper in business, and they want you to create employment. Yes, there are a lot of minerals, there are a lot of metals, there's lots of opportunity. But most importantly, you have a government that wants to succeed in economy. It's demonstrated in the numbers, and it will be even more significant and more visible as years go on. All I can tell you from my experience, we have more projects in the social sector going on. A brand new international school, a brand new world-class hospital, significant plans and investments in our power sector. And that all comes from the confidence that the state government, led by the Chief Minister, gives us. Come, do business. We will allow you to do business. We will support you to do business. This is probably the only state where the Chief Minister is accessible. One of my friends had a labor problem, and he messaged her. Half an hour later, the labor problem was resolved. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, there used to be, 70, 80, 90 lakh man days of work being lost. For the last few years, it's zero. You don't hear of any problems. If anyone dares to disrupt production, they are dealt with firmly. In short, ladies and gentlemen, Bengal is not only in business, Bengal means business. Come, invest, and enjoy the benefits of investing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sanjeev ji. Now we turn to someone, completely different sector. Someone, as you know, has a 3 lakh crore market capitalization. But what is more important to me and to all of us is, in terms of philanthropic activity for the common people and the poor, they have invested, they have donated from the family 10 times more than any other company, according to studies that maybe you have to find that out. 18,000 crores in philanthropy, aside from 3 lakh crores market capitalization. My pleasure to invite Executive Chairman of Wipro, Mr. Rishad Premji.
Respected Governor, respected Chief Minister, Dr. Mitra, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to speak at the inaugural session of the Bengal Global Business Summit, and I would like to thank Dr. Mitra for extending me the opportunity to do so. My family's connection to West Bengal goes back nearly 2 centuries. The connection was first forged in the late 19th century when my great-grandfather, Hashim Premji, built a successful business of rice import with Rangoon, Calcutta, and Bombay as the nerve centers of the trade at the time. This is the business that my grandfather, Mr. Muhammad Hussain Premji, stepped into and ran for almost a decade before he founded Western India Vegetable Products in December 1945. That company is now known globally as Wipro. When Wipro was still a very small company, we recruited some of our key management personnel from the earliest batches of IIM Calcutta. When it diversified into information technology in 1980, we set up a regional office on the 20th floor of the Chatterjee International Building. One of the buyers of our Series 86 product, India's first ever multi-user mini computer, was Shaw Wallace and Company. We helped them build a financial accounting product. Later, we won a significant order from the Calcutta Metropolitan Development Authority in a project that was funded by the World Bank. We won an order for rupees 25 lakhs in 1982, a princely sum in those days, and it was one of Wipro's largest orders. We have long gotten out of the computer hardware business, but our association with West Bengal has grown from strength to strength. Today, we have a large 16-acre IT campus in Salt Lake City, where we employ nearly 11,000 people. We support the digital operations of a number of our global marquee customers in industries like high-tech, pharma, consumer electronics, to name just a few. We have also bought an additional space of 50 acres in Rajarat that will form an important part of our future growth strategy, where we will begin the project planning immediately and start construction in the next few months. I must compliment the West Bengal government for their utmost focus to grow the IT industry in the state, by not only providing the right policy environment, but also a very liberal, transparent, and realistic approach towards the development. The technology industry has become a beacon of hope in these challenging times. We feel particularly proud of the fact that technology has now become the key to business survival and resilience, putting it front and center across industries and across the globe. 31 years since liberalization, and India's IT services industry continues to grow from strength to strength. Last year, our industry crossed $200 billion in an annual turnover, contributing 9% to India's total GDP. The industry employs nearly 5 million people, and 2 million jobs were created just in the last decade. And it isn't just the work we are doing for global businesses. India itself is a major consumer of digital technologies. With 500 million internet subscribers and more than 1 billion mobile phone subscriptions, India is one of the fastest growing digital economies in the world. Global spends on technology are set to double in the coming years, and India has a huge advantage to leverage there, be it as a global supplier of services or by creating new business models for the future. We need to plan for the next 25 years for India's continued ascent and leadership on this global stage. While much of it will come from the industry, the government has a crucial complementary role in helping create a vibrant ecosystem, be it in creating a steady supply of talent or in setting up infrastructure that quickly allows us to get our operations going. It is therefore heartening to see the investments that the West Bengal government has made in setting up high-quality educational institutions, hospitals, infrastructure, and laying a strong digital backbone for all citizens, all of which has contributed to the rapid growth of West Bengal's GDP. Equally encouraging is your government's commitment on spend on social services that will improve the lives of millions of our citizens. We at Wipro have always believed that progress must be shared by all. And it is here that I must mention the small contribution of the Wipro Foundation, our CSR arm that is made in West Bengal in particular. Our employees at Wipro Kolkata have played an integral role in providing support to the community through more than 2,500 hours of volunteering last year. This includes help in distribution of dry ration and hygiene kits during COVID-19 and the Amphan cyclone, as well as participation in the mangrove plantation drive in the near coastal areas is a measure of building physical resistance to future storms and cyclones. In addition to that, we are supporting several NGO partners where we focus on providing primary health and education to the underserved communities. Let me close by thanking the West Bengal government for extending support to Wipro and the industry, and also wishing the delegates a very successful summit. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Premji. 11,000 people you employ in West Bengal, and you just announced your further expansion of investment. That's very, very encouraging indeed. Now we turn to someone who's the CEO and MD of the largest FMCG, fast-moving consumer good in the country, and also the president of FICCI, with a 5 billion market, 5 lakh crores market cap. Someone we'd like to hear from, Mr. Sanjeev Mehta, the CEO and MD of Hindustan Unilever. There you are, Mr. Mehta.
Honorable Governor, Honorable Chief Minister, Ministers, Dr. Mitra, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and namaskar. At the outset, let me thank the government of West Bengal for inviting me to this edition of the Bengal Global Business Summit. FICCI is indeed honored and privileged to be a partner to the state government in organizing the successive editions of this prestigious summit. I am personally delighted to be part of this wonderful event. It is special, of course, because it is in person. And we are delighted to see the participation of so many countries over here. West Bengal is firmly treading on the path of progress and prosperity under the dynamic leadership of Mamta Didi, Honorable Chief Minister of the state. Today, Bengal not only dreams big, but also has the courage, the conviction, and the competence to chase those dreams. This majestic event itself is a testimony to the ambitions. And I would like to join my industry colleagues in congratulating the Chief Minister in leading the state to growth even during the most tough year of the pandemic. Honorable Chief Minister, an important aspect that reflects in your policies is that they are people-centric. You've always shown concern for the people, especially those who are vulnerable, poor, and deprived. Whether it is your social schemes like Kaneshri or investment in social and physical infrastructure like Ushar Mukti, all are driven by the desire to make a difference to the lives of the people. The efforts for ease of doing business and those for attracting investments are also aimed at the economic development of the state while generating employment opportunities for the people of the state. Now, for the company I lead, Hindustan Unilever, in many ways, we are the flag bearers of foreign investment in the country. And I'm so happy to tell you that we are legacy and proud investors in the state of Bengal. We have 4 factories in Garden Reach, Haldia, and 2 factories in Kidapur, manufacturing a range of products. We have a tea excellence center here, which is a depository of huge knowledge from the bush to the cup. We have continued to invest, and we will continue to not only in the physical infrastructure that we have created, but more importantly, in creating the segments and markets of the future, what we call as market development. To potential investors and investors who are thinking about investing in the state, please get in touch with Hindustan Unilever, and we will tell you how satisfied we are with the business that we do in this state. Our Hindustan Unilever Foundation has been supporting the water security initiatives in the state in several districts, covering over 7,000 villages, and together with the partners, we have created a water potential of nearly 300 billion liters. Now, with robust infrastructure, skilled talent pool, improved work culture, and a proactive government, West Bengal is indeed a land of endless opportunities, as we see in our market. We have a big market here with leading market shares, and we are seeing very attractive growth. I'm sure that all the entrepreneurs, investors, and business leaders present here will avail of this opportunity to invest in the state of West Bengal. Many of the FICCI members are already invested in the state across several sectors, including food processing, chemicals and petrochemicals, hospitality, coal bed methane, tea, real estate, and many more. And they're looking at continuously expanding their footprints in this state. Honorable Chief Minister,
let me reiterate that FICCI is delighted to partner with the government in organizing the Bengal Global Business Summit. I would like to assure you of all cooperation and support of FICCI in your endeavors for accelerating the pace of economic growth in the state. Let me close by remembering the Mahatma Gandhi, who had said, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. Honorable Chief Minister, your belief in basic human values of love, compassion, harmony, hard work and perseverance is nurturing a positive ecosystem which will ultimately translate into a glorious future for West Bengal. Dhanyabad and thank you once again.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Mehta. It's a very rounded statement today, and your own experience as well. We now turn to one of the world's largest steel producers, and market capitalization is huge, revenue is huge. They are present in 26 countries in the world. It's our honor to invite Mr. Narendran, CEO, Managing Director, the leader of Tata Steel, and the President of CII. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mitra. Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Excellencies on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be a part of the Bengal Global Business Summit today, and this summit is undoubtedly an important landmark in the state's journey to rapidly industrializing itself. It's been a proud privilege for CII to work as a national partner to the summit, and our engagements with various departments of the state during the past few months have been truly enriching. I thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, for giving CII this opportunity. Our working relationship with the senior officials of the state government, including the Chief Secretary, the Chairman WBIDC and WBIIDC, and several others, have been of the highest order, and we shall continue to work closely with all of them. CII has mobilized participation of a large cross-section of Indian industry today from across the country for the BGBS and has convened a special meeting of its National Council on this occasion. Besides key industry leaders, my colleagues from CII, the President-designate Sanjeev Bajaj and the Director General Chandrajit Banerjee are also present on this momentous occasion. Honorable Chief Minister, CII is a 126-year-old organization that was born in West Bengal and started its operations in Kolkata in 1895, making West Bengal truly special to us. We continue to have a strong presence here with our Eastern Region headquarters based out of Kolkata and operating from the same building where we started our journey. Today, CII is a vast organization with a network of 62 offices in the country and 8 offices abroad, as well as institutional partnerships with 394 counterpart organizations in 133 countries. We would be happy to leverage this network to deepen the engagement and footprint of businesses, both domestic and international, in the state of West Bengal. Ma'am, you've always said that by the virtue of its strategic location, Bengal is a gateway to Southeast Asia, and here again CII's extensive reach and relationship with institutions and industry associations in this region can help catalyze mutually beneficial partnerships. Honorable Chief Minister, BGBS is an important milestone, and we at CII shall follow through on discussions held and the commitments made during the course of these 2 days so that we can bring back to you successful outcomes in due course. I would like to end by also talking about our experience as Tata Steel. Tata Steel has been invested in the state for many, many decades. Our commercial headquarters is here. Tata Center is an iconic building on Chaurangi. We have manufacturing facilities in Haldia, in Kharagpur, and we continue to grow. We are actually in the middle of an expansion in Kharagpur. It's a 600 crore investments, and we are doubling our capacity there. And I must thank the government because it's been a wonderful experience for us, and we will continue to invest to grow in the state. The Tata Group also continues to have a strong presence in the state, with TCS having a very significant presence. In addition, of course, Indian hotels and the Taj group of hotels are growing here. And of course, Tata Consumer Products has its registered headquarters here. And in addition, there are many other Tata companies who operate in the state. And I think most importantly, we have a Tata Cancer Hospital, which is a world-class hospital which has been built in the state. And it's our privilege to be associated with the state and the city of Kolkata. So I wish the Bengal Global Business Summit a resounding success. Thank you very much for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Narendran. Wonderful. And of course, you also, in your portfolio of the Tatas is TCS, which you'll be happy to know in November, employed the final 50,000 IT professionals in Kolkata. 50,000. Thank you very much indeed. We now turn to someone whose, of course, his market capitalization is over 3 lakh crores. A fantastic company headquartered in West Bengal. And most interestingly, he was given, as a co-chair of the Business Commission to Tackle Inequality in the World. Amazing, by the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. It's not only the company, but the ethos of the company. I invite the chairman of ITC, one of our own, headquartered in Kolkata, Mr. Sanjeev Puri. Mr. Puri, great to have you with us.
Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, may I thank the Government of West Bengal for inviting me here. I'm truly delighted and privileged to be here today, particularly because after a long period, we have opportunity to meet in person, and as we meet in person, I'm sure all of you experience the confidence that Bengal is showcasing with the credo Bengal means business. And ITC, as the largest conglomerate headquartered in Calcutta for over a century, with growing businesses in agriculture, services and manufacturing, we truly experience this credo and we wholeheartedly support this. We have seen over the years how West Bengal has transformed under the visionary leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister. We are truly inspired by her boundless energy, unmatched commitment and dedication to provide further impetus to the socio-economic transformation of the state. And the testimony to that is what we have seen in the AV, what my business colleagues have spoken about, the indicators of economic development, all of this speak for themselves. And this summit that we are all participating in today is one such proactive, but one among the many. There are a slew of multi-dimensional interventions that the state has made, and it is no surprise that it ranks well on ease of doing business. There are interventions which have tremendous impact in the area of social infrastructure, whether it's health, education, interventions to empower the underprivileged sections of society, interventions in agriculture. All this is truly propelling West Bengal into a higher trajectory of growth, and a growth that is inclusive, and we feel confident is going to be sustained and only accelerate. We in ITC are proud and privileged that Calcutta has been home to us for over a century. My business colleagues here would all agree that capital goes to places where it can flourish, thrive and multiply. And that is what I think that is what West Bengal
has really to offer with the investor-friendly climate. And I can illustrate this with our own example, which is not merely about being here for 100 years and having invested over a period of time, but the accelerated pace of investments that we have been doing in the recent past. Ours has been, in the recent past, a journey of consistent investment, one investment after the other. We have invested over 4,500 crores in greenfield facilities. This is over and above what we have invested in existing facilities for expansion and upgradation of technology. We built some time back, we commissioned our first food processing facility in Uluberia. A couple of years later, we had the second one, a very large facility in Panchla, again food processing. The combined is our largest capacity for food processing in the country. Today, we have 19 manufacturing units, some with our partners, and 9 of them are in food processing. And as you know, West Bengal is a powerhouse of agriculture, lies at the intersection of food processing, lies at the intersection of agriculture and manufacturing, and has enormous economic multipliers. And as part of our own work ethic and philosophy to contribute towards inclusive growth, we engage directly with a large number of farmers to empower them, to bring in the best practices so that efficiencies can come in and farmer incomes can improve. We work with over 2 lakh farmers across the value chains of wheat, rice, potato, milk, and other fruits and vegetables. And our subsidiary Technico Agri-Sciences, one of the leading producers of early generation potato seeds, also engages with more than 100,000 farmers in the state. We are also humbled to be able to contribute to the social development of the state through our multifaceted initiatives in the rural areas, and also during the period that the country experienced the challenges to the pandemic. Tourism is another area of immense promise in West Bengal. Bengal has a lot to offer on tourism and is also well located to service proximal markets. And our confidence is demonstrated by our 2 iconic investments, the ITC Sonar Bengal and ITC Royal Bengal. And both of them have been built in the recent years. The ITC Royal Bengal more recently just before the COVID, and each one stands tall as a tribute to the city of joy. And with these facilities, the world-class facilities that have come under the guidance and vision of the Honorable Chief Minister, like the center that we are all here today and the center that we were yesterday, I think these are facilities that are unmatched. I have not seen it anywhere else in the country, and I think this is going to also provide a tremendous boost to tourism in the country. While we have 19 facilities, I am also happy to say that our journey of investment continues and will continue. We are very shortly going to commence the construction of our 20th manufacturing facility, again in Uluberia. And very soon, our campus, the ITC Green Center and Knowledge Center in Rajrahat, will have our team from ITC Infotech commencing operations there. Our journey of investments, I think, is just to share that this is in fact a testimony to the opportunities and the prospects that are there in West Bengal. We have truly been encouraged and energized by all that we have seen in West Bengal in the recent past. And I take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Chief Minister, the team of senior officials, without whose support and guidance all these investments would not have come to fruition. And I would also like to, before I close, reiterate our commitment to partner with the states in its journey of socio-economic transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Puri. 19 units already in West Bengal. You're going to the 20th unit now. What a fantastic journey indeed. We turn finally to Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani, who are diversified in health, education, energy, and has created the world's second largest data center in the world, second largest. So let's hear him to see what you will do for West Bengal. Thank you, Niranjan Bhai.
Honorable Governor, Honorable Chief Minister, Mehta Didi, it's such a pleasure to come back over here. The city has made such a drastic change in your tenure that it's always happy to be here. I'm going to only share with you, and I'm saying it second time in front of you, that this city did not attract me, but it attracted my son who's sitting in the first row. Darshan always told me that this city of joy is a city of business and focused on it in a way which was drastic and different that has made this. Thank you very much, Amit Mitra ji, Chief Secretary, all the other honorable people sitting over here. It's my pleasure to be here in the Bengal Global Business Summit. My namaskar to the people of West Bengal, to the Honorable Chief Minister, the Governor, and all the other people who are here today. We are shocked but surprised that the magical growth of 7.2% is done in a year where the whole markets have gone down. So my congratulations once again to the leadership that you have shown, and this is there. We are very small in compared to the giants who are sitting over here, and I must say the giants are wonderful people and good friends of mine, and I'm really grateful that you have given me a seat on this dais along with these magnificent, wonderful industrial leaders. We are now, with Darshan, taking 2 new opportunities in the place called Uttarpara in Darkhana. We are now moving on, as Mr. Amit Mitra just mentioned to you, to set up a data center over there. We have already built Asia's largest Tier 4 data center in Mumbai region, and we are looking forward to put up another large one over here very soon. Your data center policy is certainly going to be useful to us, and we are looking forward to the exciting journey that is over here. The policy combined with the new submarine internet cables and West Bengal's strategic location in the east will make data center development a certain success story in this part of the country. So we are looking forward to this particular investment. This investment is going to be about 1,500 crores that we plan to invest into this sector. Next to that, we are also planning to put up a 100-acre industrial and warehousing park. Green Base, along with Blackstone, is investing into this industrial and logistic park. We are, of course, very happy to continue the issue of natural gas infrastructure in Bengal, and happy to say that GAIL and our pipeline roadmap is now looking very clear. We plan to connect to the 5 districts in West Bengal with the gas infrastructure connectivity. All this and policy changes that you have done is certainly going to mean Bengal means business, and we are looking forward to this. Your visit to Mumbai was very heartening. You actually endeared yourself to all the people who had come over there. Your commitment to industrial, business, social causes, and the underprivileged is something which drove all of us closer to you on a very personal level. Not because of any other thing, but you want to reach the poorest of the poor. That we look forward to, while the business is about profits, that you are thinking also of that segment of society has certainly endeared ourselves. So your commitment, Madam Chief Minister, to the social, industrial, business, infrastructure and policy network has made a world of a difference. 10 years ago, I was very hesitant to come to West Bengal. Today, I'm delighted. I'm grateful to all of you and wishing you and the eastern sector the very, very best to this new home that we look forward to in terms of the business world, but also endearing ourselves to the growth of the country, which means Bengal will continue to take that leadership. My heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you who have organized this program, the wonderful infrastructure that I see here, and every time we come to Kolkata and West Bengal, the changes that we are seeing. We are very proud that this country can make that difference. Wonderful, and looking forward to the next decade. The national country of India will grow, and we look forward to each and every aspect of this. Thank you very much for inviting me. Very grateful to you for calling and giving me this privilege of speaking here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ranjan Bhai. New data center and new logistics center is what you committed today. That's wonderful indeed. Yesterday, the Honorable Minister, Commerce Minister Bangladesh, had a significant meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister, and all issues were discussed. Today, we'd request him to say a few words on this man. Please kindly say a few words, Honorable Minister. You're very important on our relationship. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Guest of honor, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Srimati Mehta Banerjee, Honorable Ministers, business leaders, distinguished guests. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar. ভেবেছিলাম ইংরেজিতে লিখে নিয়ে আসছিলাম, কিন্তু বাংলায় বলাটাই আমি মনে করছি সুযোগটা বাংলাতেই নিতে চাই। আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানানোর জন্য ধন্যবাদ বেঙ্গল গ্লোবাল বিজনেস সামিট 2022। আমাদের শ্রীমতী মমতা ব্যানার্জি আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছেন, আপনারা জানিয়েছেন, সত্যি গৌরবের ব্যাপার। এই সুযোগ আমার কমার্স মিনিস্টার হিসেবেও আমি ভীষণ গর্বিত। শুরুতেই ধন্যবাদ জানাতে চাই, কৃতজ্ঞতা জানাতে চাই, স্মরণ করতে চাই ভারতবর্ষ যারা আমাদের স্বাধীনতায় রক্ত দিয়েছেন, যুদ্ধে তাদের জীবন দিয়েছেন। ধন্যবাদ জানাতে চাই পশ্চিমবঙ্গের মানুষদের। আমি একজন মুক্তিযোদ্ধা হিসাবে আজকে এই কৃতজ্ঞতা জানানোর সুযোগটা পেয়েছি। 1 কোটি মানুষকে সেদিন আপনারা রেখেছেন, খাবার দিয়েছেন, বাঁচিয়েছেন। কখনো সে কথা ভুলব না। অনারেবল গভর্নর সাহেব ওনার বক্তৃতায় একটা কথা বলেছেন, একটা জায়গায় রেফারেন্স দিয়েছেন, হোয়াট বেঙ্গল থিংস টুডে, ইন্ডিয়া থিংস টুমরো। আমার কথাটা সেখানে যে সবাই কথাটা বলা হয়েছিল তখন কিন্তু আমরা বাঙালিরা একসাথেই ছিলাম। অতএব এই অগ্রসর চিন্তাটা এপারে যেমন পশ্চিমবঙ্গের বাঙালিরও, আমাদের বাংলাদেশেরও, কেননা সেই সময় তো আমরা একটাই বেঙ্গল ছিলাম, অতএব আমরাও সেই উত্তরাধিকার। আমি সময় খুব বেশি নেব না, আমি জানি সময়ের স্বল্পতা আছে। গতকাল আমি দেখা করেছিলাম মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর সাথে, মহাদের সাথে কিছুক্ষণ ছিলাম, কিছু কথা বলেছিলাম ওনাকে। মুহূর্ত দেরি করেননি, সাথে সাথে বলেছেন নিশ্চয়ই নিশ্চয়ই দেখবে সেগুলো। বেরিয়ে এসে মনে হয়েছে পশ্চিমবঙ্গ যেভাবে এগিয়েছে, পশ্চিমবঙ্গ যেভাবে আগাবে তার সুযোগ্য নেতৃত্বে, সেটা আসলেই দেখার মতো। পশ্চিমবঙ্গের মানুষ ভুল করেনি তার নেতৃত্বে, ভুল করেনি তাকে নেতৃত্বে দাঁড় করাতে, এগিয়ে যাবেই। একটা কথা বলি, সিমিলারিটির কথা বলি। উনি এখানে নেতৃত্ব দিচ্ছেন, বাংলাদেশের নেতৃত্ব দিচ্ছেন শেখ হাসিনা। বাংলাদেশের অর্থনীতি আজকে বিশ্বের জন্য রোল মডেল। আমরা এগিয়েছি, আমরা আরও আগাবো। আমরা একই রকম, কালকে আমাদের মুখ্যমন্ত্রীজি বলেছেন, আমাকে বলেছেন, একই তো ভাষা, একই তো কালচার, একই তো সব। ভীষণ দরদ দিয়ে বলেছেন। আমারও বিশ্বাস বাঙালিরা এগোবে। কিন্তু আমাদেরও জিডিপি গ্রোথ শুনেছি, এখানকারও সব, ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলেরও একই রকম কাছাকাছি। সবই কিন্তু অনেকখানি সাহসী করছে আমাদের। আমার সাথে কিছু বিজনেস লিডার আসছে বাংলাদেশ থেকে, ভেরি হাই পাওয়ার্ড। আমরাও চাই এখানে ইনভেস্ট করতে। আপনারা জানেন বাংলাদেশ এখন উন্মুক্ত করে দিয়েছে বাইরে ইনভেস্ট করার জন্য। আমাদের ব্যবসায়ীরা এখন আফ্রিকাতে, ইউরোপে, আমেরিকাতে, মধ্যপ্রাচ্যে সব জায়গায় ইনভেস্ট করছে। সুযোগ নিশ্চয়ই পাওয়া যাবে এখানেও ইনভেস্ট করার। সব বিজনেস লিডাররা কিন্তু অনেক সুন্দর করে বলে গেলেন, তারা কিন্তু বলে গেলেন ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলে ইনভেস্ট করে দে আর ভেরি হ্যাপি, তারা কিন্তু অত্যন্ত খুশি। যে সাপোর্ট চিফ মিনিস্টার তাদের দিয়েছেন তাতে তারা আশাবাদী, আরও নতুন ইনভেস্টমেন্টের কথা আসছে। আমরাও বাংলাদেশ ব্যবসায়ীরা ইনভেস্ট করতে চাই, আপনারাও আসেন আমাদের দেশে, একসাথে যাব, মিলাবো, মিলিব, চলে আগাবোই আগাবো। একটু আগে পাশে বসে আমার চিফ মিনিস্টার কিছু কথা বলছিলেন, দূর থেকে শুনছিলাম, বলছেন বড় হসপিটাল হবে, কোথায় অনেক জমি দিয়েছে। প্রতিটা কথা বলার সময় যে ঔজ্জ্বল্যতার মুখে, কি গভীর ভালোবাসা দেশের জন্য আমাকে স্পর্শ করেছে। আপনাদের মঙ্গল হোক। জয় বাংলা, জয় বঙ্গবন্ধু, জয় ভারত বাংলাদেশ।
অপূর্ব, আপনি এত সুন্দর করে বললেন। You spoke from your heart, and we appreciate that very much. And you're investing all over the world, second largest producer of garments in the world only after China, Bangladesh. So obviously we need a lot of synergy. Thank you for bringing a large delegation, Honourable Minister, indeed. We now turn to someone who has also met the Honourable Chief Minister yesterday and had a lengthy discussion. Therefore, today he will make his intervention on behalf of his country, the Honourable Minister of Economic Affairs from Bhutan. He'll say a few words today. Thank you very much, Honourable Minister.
Keep it close.
Thank you. Namaskar. Kuzuzampo. Bengal means business. Bengal also means Bhutan. Bhutan shares a border more than 300 kilometers with West Bengal. Honorable Governor, Chief Minister Srimati Mamta Banerjee, fondly known as Mamta Didi, Namaskar. Also, I would like to seek attention of Dr. Mitra, Dwivedi ji, and also former Chief Secretary Sinha ji. You all had been wonderful friends and supporter to Bhutan. Today when I come here and see, I was in the Bengal Global Business Summit 2019 at Digha. And when I see today that it had been remarkable progress in infrastructure and technology. When I drove around Calcutta city, it looks like one of the European city, very neat and clean. Without the leadership of Mamta Didi, this would not have been possible. And also, appreciative advisor, Dr. Mitra, as well as former and current Chief Secretary. All of you have done wonderful thing. This massive infrastructure where we are sitting today, the convention center, as well as all those around, tents-like things have come up within last 2 years. I'm sure, despite the pandemic, this is remarkable. No, I'm sure even the most developed countries would find it difficult, but West Bengal has done it. Sonar Bangla has become more sonar, in fact. I find this. And dear friends, don't forget Bhutan is very near. Little bit that side would also be good for us because we are very close with West Bengal. We'll never ever. We were here in 2019 for the summit. We were there before that. We are here today and we will be there always in this summit because for Bhutan it means West Bengal. 90% of the trade of Bhutan is with India. And from there, more than 60% is with West Bengal. Therefore, we are inseparable. Dear investors, dear friends, and also Chief Minister and all the ministers here, thank you for providing me this opportunity. I would not like to elaborate more the relationship between West Bengal and Bhutan, or India and Bhutan, and the opportunities that lies in West Bengal. She has really changed not only this city, this state, and the people of West Bengal. I'm delighted, humbled with her leadership, with humility. Thank you, Didi, and Dhanyabad. Thank you, and Dhanyabad.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. What a spirited statement indeed. And the changes you saw with your own eyes. That's remarkable. Now we turn to someone who needs no introduction. He has grown from one level to the next and then to the next, and has become a global player today. And therefore, I can't introduce him. All of you know. Tremendous growth, not seen in modern India. It's my pleasure to invite Mr. Gautam Adani to make his statement. I'm very glad that Karan is accompanying you, also your son. Thank you, Gautam.
His Excellency, Governor of West Bengal, Shri Jagdeep Dhankarji, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Srimati Mamta Banerjee Didi, esteemed dignitaries and officials from the government of West Bengal, captains of industries, and my dear friends. Thank you for inviting me to the 2022 Bengal Global Business Summit. It is an honor for me to be here in Kolkata and speaking to you for the very first time. Bengal has always fascinated me. Perhaps it is my love for rivers and the oceans, which is why the Adani Group's infrastructure journey started with a port on the shore of the Arabian Sea. Be it the Egyptian on the river Nile, or the Chinese on the Yellow River, or our civilizations, one on the banks of the Indus and other on the Bengal Delta. All of them were inspired by the rivers that flow through these civilizations. Therefore, to draw inspirations, I need to look no further than Bengal. It was over 100 years ago that the great social reformer Gopal Krishna Gokhale gave us the unforgettable line, "What Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow." Bengal indeed helped shape India. This is the land of many, many great souls. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekanand, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Subhash Chandra Bose, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, Qazi Nazrul Islam, Sarat Chandra Singh Chatterjee, Sarat Chandra Bose, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, I could go on and on. The list is as stunning as it is endless. No single state has produced as many giants of nationalisms as Bengal has. However, what is even more stunning, but perhaps less well known outside Bengal, is that no state in India has given us as many as women freedom fighters as Bengal has. Kalpana Datta, Pritilata Vadedar, Suhasini Ganguly, Bina Das, Kamla Das Gupta, Sucheta Kriplani, Matangini Hajra, Sarojini Naidu. These are just few of the women of Bengal whose courage has no parallel in our history. These women empowered themselves to define their own destiny, which was making the ultimate sacrifice for a free India. This is why I am not surprised that at the biggest of the pujas, the people of Bengal primarily worship Devis. Indeed, no state represents women empowerment as Bengal does. Honorable Chief Minister, the legacy of this great woman has been continued by you. From the social perspective, your flagship scheme, Kanonasri, that focus on the girl child, has been a stunning success. It is not a surprise that this scheme was awarded the highest public service honor by the United Nations. Likewise, the UN award-winning Utkarsh Bangla program for skill development and Sobut Sathi scheme for children to cycle to school have demonstrated your deep understanding of the needs of the younger segments of our society, to whom you have now given a platform to succeed. No wonder your popularity is unmatched. Your charisma remarkable, and the trust your people have in you unshakable. Honorable Chief Minister, not only is the Bengal a delta for the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, it is also the delta for arts, science and thought. And Didi, you are a true manifestation of this great delta of thinkers, poets, writers, designers and painters. Therefore, what I am committing to bring to Bengal is the best of the Adani Group, our expertise in infrastructure, our speed of execution, our experience, and our focus on building bigger and better. What I am committing to bring is the technology and scale that will help recalibrate infrastructure in Bengal. What I am committing to bring is the promise that I will live up to the expectation of the people of Bengal. Let me explain what I mean. The Adani Group's investment in Bengal will span world-class port infrastructure, state-of-art data centers, and the undersea cables that will connect them across the oceans. Centers of excellence in digital innovation, massive fulfillment centers, warehouses, and logistic parks, and continue expansion of Adani Wilmar's Fortune products, which is already a household name in the state. All in all, over the next decade, we expect our total investment in Bengal to exceed 10,000 crore rupees. We anticipate that this investment will create 25,000 or more direct and indirect jobs for the people of Bengal. Thereafter, as we continue to expand here, we will bring into Bengal our world-class expertise across the green energy value chain. Honorable Chief Minister, in closing, let me state that all of us were born to be a free spirit, and nothing has inspired me more than two profound lines from our Nobel Prize winner, Guru Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. While we might debate if Tagore defined the bold Bengali spirit or if Bengal defined Tagore's bold spirit.
In words. Wonderful indeed. Wonderful. Now is the time that you have been waiting for. We want to hear the vision, the perspective of the Honorable Chief Minister. Please give her a big hand. She is final statement for this plenary session.
Thank you very much, Amita. My congratulations to all of you, all my foreign friends, and captain of the industries, the media. And I am excited this time that my governor joined with me with this BGBS conference. Thank you so much for coming over here, sir, and for your excellent speech, what we appreciate. Like this, please give us your support always, all the time. Thanks to Bangladesh Minister, Commerce Minister, for his Joy Bangla, what we said also Joy Bangla. But we said Biswa Bangla also. Thank you very much for coming over here. Convey our regards to Hasina ji. Please convey our regards to Bangladesh Prime Minister and your President also. Commerce Minister of Bhutan, thank you very much for coming over here. Thanks a lot, Mr. Gautam Adani. This is the first time you are attending this, and your lot of enthusiasm will encourage us. Thank you, CII and FICCI, Hirananda ji, Punnendu Chatterjee, Sajjan Jindal ji, Sanjeev Goenka, Horst Neutia, and my Chief Secretary, my all the ministers, colleagues, the officers, the foreign countries. I want to congratulate the 14 partners countries, 19 ambassadors, they are present here. 42 countries are participating, and our partner countries is Australia, USA, UK, Bangladesh, Japan, Poland, Bhutan, Kenya, Korea, Finland, Malaysia, Germany, Netherlands, Italy, Norway, and others, I want to congratulate all of you. Congratulations to all the industries, all the representatives, all the delegates, including the worker, the distinguished guests, my MP friends, and all the friends from different society, media, and the event management group also for their full support. And many congratulations to my FICCI and CII for their utmost effort to success this convention. I think after 2 years, we are organizing this global physical first business summit. This is the first country, West Bengal, I am proud to say, yes, we can. And we are organizing this. First time, no other state could do it. Because you know, because of pandemic situation, COVID, nobody was able to do it. Let the pandemic is over. We pray to God, everybody should safe and sound. In first edition, in last 5 editions, more than rupees 12 lakh crore investment proposals have been received, and they are under various stages of implementation. We hope this year also it will be a grand success. Now, before taking your times, I want to divide my program like this. If I say so, there are 8 pillars on which our strategy rests. The first, we have development world-class infrastructure where investment can take place. Second pillar is our education, right to education and free education system. From Kanyasri to skill, we give free education that always helps us, the second pillar. The third pillar is social security of the underprivileged class or the commoners or the women or the minorities or the scheduled caste or the scheduled tribes, all the OBCs. We give social empowerment to our women like anything. And the friends will be happy to know. Sometimes before election, we raise the issue, 33% reservation for women to give the ticket. But my party is the only party, sorry to say that. I have the elected members, it is more than, Muma koto? 38% elected women members in parliament. And we have the 50% women reservation in the municipality and panchayat also. Now this social security you have seen, even today also we distributed the money through this program, about 5 million lady members. We give 500 rupees to 1000 rupees to every lady member from 26 age group to 60 years. This is we call the women empowerment, and we call it as women empowerment Lakshmi Bhandar. लक्ष्मी का भंडार होता है जो हम गवर्नमेंट उसको देते हैं. इसी के लिए so they will be very proud to say it is their bank account they are getting the government money. It is about 2 crores, 105 crores women already received, and 27 lakh is always already received. They will get it from this month. And health card in Bengal, our social infrastructure health card, it is totally free of cost, the health system in government hospital. And also we give 5 lakhs rupees Shastha Shati card to all the family members for private treatment also, resulting in which we give 2.5 crores people the Shastha Shati card also. What we said about social empowerment. Girl child, we bear all the expenses. Kanyashri scholarship from school level to college level to university level. And I am proud to say that we have received United Nations Public Award first prize for that schemes. Now, my third pillar is social security. I already announced, from newborn baby to cremation, we help the people. Nothing is left out. Even we give pension to all local artists, to Pandit, the Purohit of the temple, the Imams, the Majethan, the Jaharthan, that Pandit also from the tribal areas also. For our fourth pillar is skill development. The human capital is our asset. And we give the skill training, what Mr. Gautam Adani mentioned about the Utkarsh scheme. And they are very talented. Our fifth pillar is the creation and expansion of massive physical infrastructure. Huge capital infrastructure. Even last year we spent 18,000 crores for this infrastructure creation. Our sixth pillar of focus is ease of doing business. By reducing and simplifying regulatory mechanisms, we have the single window formula. Our seventh pillar is ease of governance and massive digitization. Our eighth pillar is no strike, no bond, no mandates lost. Fully working, fully work. Do the business comfortably and service with smile. So no mandate is lost. Our earlier time I have seen, when left front is in power in Bengal, the mandate lost was about 75 lakhs. 75 lakhs every year, and now it is absolutely zero. So working class are the hero, and my industry. Thank you so much for them. Now, you see the things what you believe. In economy, our GSDP has grown by 3.5 times. I want to quote this because it will be helpful for your industry business. Revenue grew up by almost 4 times. Total budget allocation increased by 3.8 times. Capital expenditure in budgets by 9 times. We posted positive growth during the pandemic, plus 1.2%, while India's GDP posted 7.7 in 2021. India's GDP growth was minus and we are plus. Now, a few days back, we have created a permanent world-class exhibition platform also. It can help the businessman to exhibit their things also there. I am proud to say that, we don't want to divide the people. Unity is our strength. And these Bengal lands belong to us. What Gautamji said, I do agree with him. Raja Rammohn Ray, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vishwakavi Rabindranath Thakur, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Thakur, Nazrul Islam, Deshabandhu Chittaranjan Das, Matangini Hajra, Pitilata Joardar II, Binoy Badal Dinesh, for all. And it's a fact the freedom movement, Bengal played a great role. And our freedom fighters is maximum, then Punjab. If you go to Andaman, the cellular jail, you will see the list is there. How Bengal fought for freedom fight. Now you will be happy to know, we started to service the delivery system, public delivery through doorstep program. And that is also excellent program. More than 5 crore people, they have received benefit. Even whatever we have the population, 95% people are benefited through government schemes, through government programs. Don't you think it's a big achievement? Always we think for the downtrodden people. I quote Rabindranath Tagore, give me the strength never to disown the poor or to bend my knees before insolent might. Always we feel for the poor people. Our farmers, they are very happy. We have so many schemes for farmers. We give 10,000 rupees to every farmer freely. The farmers' Kishan credit card, to their insurance scheme, government gives the money. It is not the farmers. We covered their land, agricultural land, through government money. It is not that they spend their money. We give all this. Because I always believe two sisters policy. One side industry, let's grow, and agriculture field, let them smile. So there should not be any quarrel or anything. Let them smile together. And that's why agriculture also, we are producing our paddy, it is #1 in country. So there are so many things. And we are #1 within these 10 years. Whatever we achieved, we are #1 in 100 days job in India. We are #1 in micro, small and medium enterprises, MSME. We are #1 in rural housing. We are #1 in rural roads. We are #1 in minority scholarship. We are #1 about skill development. We are #1 about e-tendering. So, we have social security, and so we have the industrial policy. We have set up our land policy, land map, the land system. Even now we started some online system. Within 7 days, you must be knowing about your land position and everything. That also we started. Earlier it was only 49 clusters in our state. Now it is about 521 within these 10 years. We have set up more than 200 industrial parks also. And in MSME sector, 1.36 crore people are working. It's a big sector. Leather industry to other industry. Leather industry, it's a big industry. Why Bengal is doing so good? You have to understand the geography and the strategic location. Bengal have the consuming capacity. Bengal has a demand because Bengal is a gateway, not only in eastern India, it is the gateway of northeastern India, it is the gateway of Bangladesh, it is the gateway of Bhutan, it is the gateway of Nepal, it is the gateway of Southeast Asia, like Singapore, Bangkok, and so many countries, Kuala Lumpur, it is only 1 hour, 2 hour travel. Bhutan only half an hour from Bengal. Bangladesh also it is only half an hour from Bengal. Nepal also it is half an hour from Bengal. Or the northeast state, it is also within half an hour from Bengal. So this is the gateway. If Bengal you can invest, please remember you are expanding your business to Bangladesh or Nepal or Bhutan or Northeastern or Southeast Asia. That is the example. And now we have 4 game changers which will accelerate investment and industry in the state. Firstly, the introduction of the first deep sea port at Tajpur. We are waiting for that. Tajpur port, everything is ready. Secondly, Eastern Freight Corridor from Amritsar to Dankuni, for which we have allocated 2,483 acres of industrial land at Purulia in Raghunathpur. The name of the project is Jangal Mahal Sundari Karmo Nagari. The investment is about 72,000 crores. It is a border of Jharkhand also. Thirdly, 2 gas pipeline will bring a revolution in the city gas. But by 2023, Bengal will join the national gas grid. We are already extracting coal-bed methane gas. Moreover, 6.6 trillion cubic feet of shale gas has been found in the state Raniganj, Asansol area. A policy has been made to grant shale gas exploration license in the state. Reserve at Devchapachmi with 1,198 million tons of coal has been found. So there will be second largest, the coal block in the world, Devchapachmi, where more than 1 lakh people will be employed, and 12,000 crores that we are also doing it from our state. Rehabilitation package already we announced. Now, in IT sector, Bengal is one of the leading states in the country now. At present, 2,800 IT companies are working. And within 5 years, 50,000 IT people will join there. Bengal Silicon Valley, we are setting up of the IT companies. Even we allowed new policy for ancillary industry to IT policy also, the data center, even the their ancillary industry means the manufacturing unit also related to IT also we allowed. The land is already there. Now we have the proposal for 3 industrial growth corridor extra. Instead of that dedicated corridor, Amritsar to Dankuni, we planned Dankuni Raghunathpur, Dankuni Kalyani, Dankuni Haldia are also being planned for industrial freight corridor. Oil exploration of ONGC is coming up at Bengal Ashoknagar. A cable landing station is coming up in Digha, where the big boost to business activity, the global connectivity will be created. Recently, policy support like IT data center policy 2021, ethanol promotion policy 2021, West Bengal sand mining policy 2021, tourism policy, all have already started showing the result. And we have also recently announced the specific policies for power looms, including committed buying back of fabric by the state. The government is establishing many textile parks, and our plan to do 3 textile mega park also. Sharp reduction in stamp duty. It's a real boost up for the real estate boom in Bengal as well. Sharp reaction on stamp duty. It's a real boom, real boost up boom for the, especially the real estate business. We want to see, I can assure you, to make Bengal number 1 in industry, to create more and more employment for the young generation. Our government will provide all the necessary help, the assistance to my industry friends, and always we will be on the side of you. The land, whatever land is required for the industry, it is already available. We have 24/7 the power. There is no power crisis. Earlier, people should have said the government of the load shedding government. And now people say it is the government of power. The government is rising. The sun is rising in the morning and government also rising in every morning. So we have 24/7 power is also there. Now we have Industrial Promotion Board to facilitate investment of the state. This body helps coordinate between various departments so that willing investors do not face any hassle. We are providing all certificates and license. And also, we have abundant natural resources of minerals, and also we have the agroclimatic condition for agriculture, horticulture and fisheries, ease of doing business. State government have received highest award for public delivery services 2021. On ease of governance also, government received award. Highest award for e-taxation also government received. Bengal has huge potential for tourism also. We are proud to say that last year, UNESCO has accorded intangible cultural heritage status to our very own Durga Puja. We are proud to say, even in Durga Puja, if you see the business, it is about 36,000 to 40,000 crores are involved in a one festival. The people spend for this puja. We have biggest tea auction market, best tea in the world. I have the Darjeeling tea. We have efficient administrative structure. Even we have the 100 million, the population more than. Bengal is a consumption-based economy. Markets are situated right next to where production takes place. That is the extra facilities. Attractive destination, high skill, high scale for ease of doing business, low cost of business, abundant natural resources, strategic location, robust infrastructures, industry support backed by clear and conducive policies, availability of skilled manpower, as well as pool of scientists and engineers. That's why we say Bengal means business. That's why we say the journey already started. This is the 6th edition. Why don't you join this journey with a hope, greater hope and scope for the betterment of industries? And my journey have started now. For social sector, I have done whatever I can. Now the industry sector is my destination. My destination to create the employment. Even when India have lost 40% jobs, we have decreased 40% unemployment. How it is coming up? Because our MSME sector is very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. Our young generation is very, very talented. They work from Nasha to Bhasha, what I say. From IT center to data center to coal methane to gas program, everywhere they will be available. If you go to UK, you will see all full of Bengal people. If you go to USA, you will see. If you go to Space Center, you will see. So our talent is in everywhere. We want to bring that talent for your purpose. You invest in Bengal, I can tell you one thing. Politically, I may have some differences between so many political parties, but we don't divide the people. We don't divide the caste. We don't divide the creed. We don't divide the religion. We are staying here just like a family. Forget you are from Gujarat or Maharashtra or Delhi or Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra or Punjab or Chandigarh, wherever. When you are in Bengal, please remember you are our family member. You are always our family member. And that's why be comfortable, trust yourself first, be confident. And my journey has started with industry now, and we will be successful. I feel proud to say that in coming years, we can create not more than 1.5 crores employment, not less than that. So your efforts, I think it will continue tomorrow. There will be B2B meeting, country to country meeting. And what I feel proud to say, all the captain of industries are sitting here. Give a big hand for them. They are here, so my business summit is successful. I believe each and everybody is powerful in their area. And if they are interested to invest, everything will be successful. And whoever staying in this hall, please remember, you are more and more powerful because you can create the real infrastructure. You are the grassroots. So let the grassroots come to the sky. With these words, I must congratulate Amit Mitra. Though 2 years, I have not seen him because of COVID pandemic. He is having some health problem. But he joined yesterday with us, the beginning. And he is our main advisor. He was a finance minister. Now also he is working. My finance minister to industry minister, all are present here. My municipality minister to cooperation minister to women minister to education minister, all are present here. All the MPs, we have about, কত এমপি আছো 36 না কত 37 হয়েছে এখন আসানসোল জিতেছো না প্লাস হয়েছে 1 so they are also here because they can raise some issues in parliament also how we can develop, so they must be aware about the situation. So thank you. I want to give a big clap for all my industrial friends and the captain of industries. Thank you so much. And my foreign friends, please do come always here. We are also visiting some places sometimes. I invited my governor also to visit some place also. Our business committee also, our industrial friends also. Whenever we go to abroad, they accompany me because we go together. And we don't plead for the industry. It is the captain of the industry. They used to do this job on behalf of us. So what I say at the end, Joy Hind, Vande Mataram, Joy Bangla. Thank you so much. Namaskar, Namaste, Namaskarinda. আপনাদের সকলকে বলবো কেমছো আপনাদের সকলকে বলবো ভনাক্কাম নমস্কারম সত শ্রী আকাল জি সালাম আলাইকুম and everything what not. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I think I have not bored you. I tried to give you some examples so that you may be more and more interested. Please come to Bengal. See deep forest, we have Royal Bengal tiger. My God, the Royal Bengal tiger, if you want to see, come to Bengal. Yes, best tiger in the world. If you want to see the sun rising, come to Darjeeling. We have the hilly areas. If you want to see the Bay of Bengal, Sundarban, come to Bengal. If you want to see the real birthplace of heritage, tradition, and the religious, the unity, come to Bengal. And see, Mandir, Masjid, Gurudwara, Girja, all are together. And we the people, all are together, just like our body. Hands, legs, kidney, liver, all functions together. Like this, all the community and all the people are together, so there is no division. Let us be united, and I want to unite all the industry. And through governor, I want to tell one word, sir, if you don't mind. Your Excellency, Governor, sir, for you, one word, on behalf of all the industry. They cannot open their mouth. We want all help from the central government. Governor conference, please raise it. And also please see that industrialists should not be disturbed through some agencies. Thank you so much.
Friends, please rise for the national anthem. After this very spirited statement, we dedicate our minds for a moment for the national anthem of the country. The session comes to a close, but it continues after lunch with the entire international ambassadors here. What Honorable Chief Minister said about location of this state, international, we will have a global synergy immediately after lunch. So please be here to listen to them, learn and grow your business. See you soon. And we will recongregate by 3:15, please. All colleagues and all delegates, as Chief Minister just said, all invited for lunch. At 3:15, we'll recongregate for the International Synergy session with all the ambassadors who will tell us about opportunities that they will bring in synergy. Thank you very much.